Everywhere you look, everywhere there's a heart, there's a heart I hand to hold on to. Everywhere you look, everywhere there's a looks of somebody who needs you. Everywhere you look, everywhere you look.
Hello and welcome to the newest edition of the Hornet Report. I'm your host, Faith Wareham, and alongside me today is the lovely Miss Carlee Brew. Long time no see, Carlee.
I know, right, Faith? This episode has definitely been a long time coming, but now we're back and better than ever. For today's episode, we have a feature on the monumental new girls flag football team. And from one group of stars on the gridiron to another shining star on the golf course, I'll talk with Holmdel Jr. Megha Ganne, who will once again be playing in the U.S. Women's Open. Then, we'll finish up the episode with an inside look at the new unified cheer team. First, let's kick things off with girls flag football with Angelina Nadi. Angelina?
So Emma, tell us, why girls flag football?
You know, it's a new program starting this year, and I'm really happy to be one of the seniors on it as well, just to teach the younger kids and anyone else in Holmdel High School that they should come out and try a new sport, and it's an honor for Holmdel to be one of the 8 teams in the short conference to be a part of it.
And tell us about the new uniforms. They're looking really good.
Yes. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. We just got our new uniforms, donated by Nike. They're pretty awesome. I'm really excited to wear it tomorrow.
So Lindsay, tell us, why girls flag football?
Honestly, they just started this program this year, and this is a sport that I played that isn't really just about playing a sport. It's about getting girls to compete in sports that guys have always gotten the opportunity to compete in, and this is just a new opportunity for girls and the chance for girls athletics just to be just a step closer to guys.
So Coach Menges, why coach girls flag football out of all the other teams?
You know, this was an opportunity of a lifetime. We've never had a girls football team before, and I wouldn't want to pass up this opportunity. We're ready to make history, make this a first, and I'm excited for it.
And what are your hopes for the team?
I want to go out and win. I think we've got a competitive team. I'm ready for a fun season, and I'm hoping that we make it to the end with some good wins.
Okay, and what's one thing you would tell someone next year to encourage them to join our team?
You know, this is about coming together, and like I said, we're making history here. This is a chance that, you know, years ago you never would have gotten. I went to high school here. I cheered. I've always been on the sidelines at football games, and it's always been something that I've loved, but I've always been on the other side of it. So I think it's all about seizing opportunities, and not many girls have had this chance, and Holmdel got offered this, and it's really exciting, and be a part of the history.
You know, it's always so great to see new teams playing on our fields, especially when it's a totally new sport. Hopefully in the coming years, participation on the HHS girls flag football team will only be on the rise. Moving from the football field to the golf course, we have another student athlete at HHS who's blazing her own trail, Megha Ganne. Could she someday become a megastar in women's professional golf? Here's Ben Sammut with a story in sports.
Thanks, Faith. Megha Ganne is a junior at Holmdel High School, an outstanding golfer. She has qualified again for the U.S. Women's Open and will also be attending Stanford following high school to further her academic and golfing career. Carlee met up with Megha on the course to get the scoop.
I'm here with world-class golfer Megha Ganne. How did you get into golfing?
I started when I was like 7 and my dad got me into it, and then I just started playing tournaments and I just got into it.
What would you say your biggest achievement to date is, or what are you most proud of in your golfing career?
I'd say like everything along the way has been pretty good, but when I committed to Stanford last year, that's always been my dream, so that was really cool to make that happen.
Why did you pick Stanford? I'm sure you got offers from like a lot of different schools, so why Stanford?
It was just like I knew all the people on the team really well, and the coaches were really nice, and the campus was like perfect, and then the school itself was just like everything about it just fit really well, and I would have been happy to go anywhere, but I'm really glad Stanford worked out.
And what do you see as some goals for yourself for the future? Like, what do you hope to achieve at Stanford and beyond?
I think I don't really know what I'm going to study yet. I just want to go for 4 years and figure it out and really just have a good experience.
So you're obviously a very involved student at Holmdel High School. So how are you able to juggle your schooling, your personal life, of course, with golfing?
I think a lot of people in our high school have to juggle sports and academics and extracurriculars that they do. So it's really no different. It's just time management and, you know, having a good group of people around you so you don't get too stressed out over, you know, the small stuff.
So this is the second year you've qualified for the US Open. So what have you done to prepare, and what do you think it's going to be like?
The second time is going to be a lot easier, I feel like, because it's not going to be as new for me and it'll be a little bit less pressure, hopefully. But it's only in 3 weeks, so I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing because I played pretty well in the qualifier to get there.
What did you learn after playing in last year's Open?
Definitely that, like, all the pros there are, like, really good, but they're not, like, that much better than I need to be, like, afraid of playing with them or anything. And, you know, like, there's a reason that I was there and I felt kind of out of place before. But I don't think that I'll be like that this year.
Is it your goal someday to play, like, professionally on the women's tour?
Yeah, that's right now. That's like my #1 goal after graduating from Stanford. That's what I'm going to try to do. But that's a long time from now, so who knows?
Megha, thank you so much for joining us today. You've been a wonderful guest, and I'm excited to see what you do in the future and all the different ways that you succeed.
Thanks, Carlee. In other news, Holmdel has been on a roll in multiple spring sports. Boys golf finished their season with an 8-4 record, while the girls are 8-3. The boys lacrosse team is halfway through their season with a record of 5-3. In other sports news, the track and field team was on fire this weekend at the Shore Conference Championships. Justine Profit tied the Holmdel record in high jump with a height of 5 feet. Maggie Woji broke her own school record in the 400 hurdles with a time of 1 minute and 4.15 seconds. Finally, Sydney Goldson captured first place in both the 200 meters and the 400 meter races, setting school records in both. And congrats also to Ethan Hood, who finished in second place in the 800 meter race. Making our way from the turf up to the courts, the boys tennis team is on a 5-game win streak with an outstanding record of 11-3. Way to go, Hornets. Let's keep up the spirit. I'm Ben Sammut, and that's The Buzz on Holmdel Sports.
Thanks, Ben, and a special thanks to Megha for being such a good sport and letting us be one of the first to interview her as her golfing career takes off. To round out today's episode, we'll toss it to Catie Rokkos with the new unified cheer team at HHS. Catie?
Thanks, guys. For the first time ever, Holmdel High School's had a unified cheer team. I just spoke with Coach Mendez and some of the other members, and they said it was a huge success. Why did you want to start a unified cheer team at Holmdel High School?
When I used to do competition cheer, they had inspired cheer teams, which was a very similar idea, and I thought that would be something nice to continue on in the high school.
What does this team mean to you?
Unified cheer means a lot to me because it was something that my varsity team was very passionate about starting, and to me it means bringing the school community together and getting the students to get to meet new friends and try something new.
What is your favorite part about the team, like a cheer or just something that we do during practices?
I really just love seeing all the students interact. I think that's something that we've really been missing out on this year. And so to get to see the students meet new people and make new friends, I think was the most positive part of the experience.
Coach Mendes is really good at teaching us how to do dance and cheers.
Well, I think I like it cheerily because I can spend time with my sister in the cheerily.
What is the future for Unified Cheer?
You know, I really hope that with each year and each season that we have this, that it gets to be a bigger program. We already saw through our sessions this year as more students got to know about it and want to join. So I think it has a really bright future.
Wow, that was such an amazing performance. I could really tell all the hard work that they put into. I hope to see them next year at some football and basketball games. Back to you at the studio.
Thank you, Catie, for such a wonderful segment. It's amazing to see the awesomeness the students and clubs at HHS can come together to create and perform. Well, Carlee, that about wraps us up for this episode. Any last words before we head out?
That's a good question, Faith. I guess my most important message to the viewers is that I'm so happy to be back in the studio and reporting to all of you. Until next time, remember to follow us on our social media. Our Twitter and Instagram are at HHS Hornet Report, and our Snapchat is at Hornet Report.
Be sure to join us next time where we'll bring you this week's best at HHS.
I'm here with world-class golfer Megha Ganne, teen sensation, if you will. So, man, what did you learn playing in last year's Open? And good luck in all your future endeavors.